question came up recently as to if you could let people have access to the site that lives behind a private channel, perhaps just a little area of content in there using the SharePoint groups, but still not let them have access to the actual private channel inside of Teams. Great question, interesting concept. So I thought we'd take a look at that. The truth is you can, but you have to work at it. It is just a little different. So here I am on the Excelsior PM private channel, and I'm going to go over here to the ellipses in the upper right and open this in SharePoint. Of course, just like in our standard channels, when I open a channel in SharePoint, I come into the folder that's connected to the documents library that goes along with the SharePoint site. I'm going to click on the site icon to go to the home page. So we can see the site that backs up the private channel is a SharePoint site. It's got the home page, it's got documents. It actually does have a link to the parent team, which is nice. If I go to my site actions gear, notice I don't have the link that goes to site permissions. And if we want to explore just a little bit, I can click on site information, view all site settings, just to see if they've hidden it there. But I did some exploration earlier. There is not a link here to site permissions. Just for fun, we can click on site contents. There again, I have my standard links here, but nothing that takes me to permissions. But I'm going to go to documents, and I'm going to go over to that upper right-hand corner again and click on that site actions gear and go down to my library settings. Here, I do have the ability to manage the permissions for this library, and we can see that along with this site, we got our members, owners, and visitors. And I can see on my yellow bar that this library inherits permissions from its parent, Project Excelsior. Clicking on this link takes us to the site permission pages, members, owners, and visitors. I can create a group. I can grant permissions. So we do have the capability, it's just not highlighted in the traditional way that we're used to. I would encourage you to really think through the process of that use case. Perhaps there's other members of management or other project managers that need to have oversight or share information here. There are some other ways to do that as opposed to creating granular permissions on a site. Perhaps a project management hub site where common content could be shared and then only the project specific information goes down to those sites or those channels inside of Teams. But whichever way works for you, your teams, your coworkers, your colleagues, you can do it. You just have to work a little harder to get to the settings.